Welcome to the Mouthpiece. Today we're going to talk about the upcoming LAPC. I'm leaving tonight. I'll be back in 2 weeks. There'll be no Mouthpiece next week unless we do a somewhat show from the Commerce Casino. We'd like to talk about the up-and-coming All-Star Weekend, NBA All-Star Weekend this weekend down in Phoenix, Arizona, home of the Dying Suns. We're going to talk about Valentine's Day. Don't forget your nice young ladies out there this Saturday. I won't forget mine. She's laying on the couch next to me. Hello. And we're going to talk about my hand of the week and whatever else you want to talk about on the Mouthpiece. Welcome back to the Mouthpiece. The LAPC is in full swing, and I'm on my way down this evening to go play some cash games and to go play some tournaments. The horse tournament starts on the 16th, 10,000 buy-in. I plan on doing well in that. We follow that up with the main event on the 26th and the one and only celebrity tournament with all the celebrities come out to play poker with us donkeys. So those are what's on the agenda, and I'm going down there. I expect to do well. I've been playing a lot of online poker lately, playing the FTOPS at full tilt, and anybody out there been watching, I've been getting super deep in every one and never get a card, but I've been playing well. I truly believe that you really have to be a very sick individual to play online poker tournaments because they are, without a doubt, the most grueling thing I've ever done. So that's what's been going on there. Valentine's Day, Saturday. All you degens out there, don't forget your women. The full FTOPS main event is on Saturday. It's a 2-day tournament, 5,000 buy-in. For all you that plan on playing, make sure that you when they quit for the night, that it quits for the night by no later than 8. If it goes later than that, I don't know if you want to play, because make sure you take your women out for dinner, buy them something nice, throw them on the curb, kick them in the head, whichever makes you happy. Do all of the above. I'm sure they'll like it. Okay, going back to what else is going on in the poker world? Nothing much. All-Star Weekend, Phoenix, Arizona, home of the Dying Suns. That's right. The Phoenix Dying Suns are hosting the All-Star Weekend this weekend. I'm a big NBA fan. And the Suns have lost about 10 out of 11 or whatever, and they never beat anybody. The rumor has it that Shaq or Amari Stoudemire are getting traded this week. They should pretty much trade their whole team because they are a pathetic bunch of individuals. I mean, this is a team with unbelievable firepower. Shaq's having a great year, averaging like 22 and 15, and Stoudemire's averaging like 20 points a game, and they can't score, and nobody can score. They give up 125 a game. They score about 90. This team should be scoring 125 a game, and even if their defense was bad, they should be winning games. They're pathetic. They're a disgrace. They give no effort. On the road, they give no effort. And I have nothing but bad things to say about the Suns. But on the other note, the Lakers, what an impressive feat last week. 6-0 East Coast road trip, even though they lost to Utah last night. Back-to-back road wins over Cleveland and Boston shows that they are the team to beat. So for all you down in that are NBA fans, All-Star Weekend in Phoenix, home of the Dying Suns. I hope you Phoenix fans have something to cheer about because it isn't your Suns. All right, going back to online poker. Durr's challenge is not started yet. That should be interesting to find out how broke he goes. The nosebleed games have been pretty interesting, as everybody sits to wait for Gus Hansen to show up in the game because he's a joke. But somehow, some way, the joke is still 2 million winner on the year. So I don't know who the joke really is. Okay, our hand of the week brought to you by FullTiltPoker.com. Comes via a internet poker tournament because that's what I've been playing all week. Guy raises it 5 times the big blind under the gun. I flat called him with queens. I was pretty sure at this time he had ace king because he made it such a big raise under the gun, but it could have easily been a small pair. But I elected to flat call with queens because I didn't want to give him 5 cards. Flop came 9, 5 deuce, and he shipped it for like 20,000, and I called, and he had 2 10s, and 10 came on the turn, and out the door I went on another online poker tournament. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, Happy Valentine's Day, my online tournament poker stories. And that is that. So, we'll be right back to my favorite part of the show, the phone calls, coming up next on the Mouthpiece. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike.
Hey, Mike, what's up?
What up, man? Who's
Hey,
that?
this is Dan from California. How you doing?
Hey, Dan from California. How you doing?
Not much. I just had a quick question.
All right.
I was wondering if you saw the Rod Vegas TV interview where they surprised Russ Hamilton for an interview.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
pretty
he just
funny.
Kind of sat there quiet the whole time.
Wasn't that a joke? Yeah, I saw it. I saw it about 3 days ago. Hey, go to Raw Vegas.
What do you think of it?
Oh, what did I think of it? Well, the
Yeah.
motherfucker stole like $2 million from me. What do you think I think of it? You know, I mean,
I'd be pretty mad.
I mean, it's so obvious he's as guilty as sin. I mean, what do you want? You know,
Yeah. I don't know what's worse, him doing it or him just not even apologizing to the players. You know,
what's there to
that he's not
apologize? I
sorry.
mean, he's going to deny it. He's going to listen. I got some things working, man. I'm gonna give everything I got to get him put in jail, man. He destroyed my life. You know.
Yeah. Well, we're pushing it for it.
Ultimate.
Yeah, we're pushing for it.
You know, ultimate. See, but I have things. I got things on him that nobody has, and I got ways to prosecute him. So, you know, I got things I can't really talk about, but I will go. I'm planning on going straight as far as I can to prosecute him, and whether I get like 2-3 million in punitive damages from him or whether I get him put in jail. I don't want money. I'd rather have him put in jail for the rest of his life.
I think the best thing is that and just banning him for the World Series for life.
Well, he's not gonna. You know, when he didn't walk in last year, he wasn't coming back in the World Series. I knew.
Yeah, that's true.
I knew he would.
True.
See, before the story broke, I knew he was responsible for it. What do you think he didn't show up at the World Series for the first time last year in his whole life?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
all right. Well, thanks for the call.
I know a lot more. I know a lot more of the story than most people do, and he's guiltier than O.J. Simpson was of killing them people. So
Yeah. Well, hopefully he'll get punished. Hopefully.
Oh, he'll get punished. So he'll get punished one way or another. There's a lot of things going around that's going to get him. I just bet somebody 20,000 yesterday he'll be in jail within the next 5 years. So, you know, he's better.
Well, look for your,
he's better off running.
Coming out later this year, and hope everything's going well.
You got it. Take care. He's better off running and leaving the country, or else he's going to be in jail.
Exactly.
All right, take
Mike,
care.
take it easy.
Peace.
Yeah.
Later. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. Hello.
Hi, this is John from Elkhart.
Sean, what's up, brother?
Not much. I had a couple of questions for you.
Go, shoot, hit it.
First is I used to be a member of Poker Savvy Plus, which you used to post videos to.
Correct.
I haven't seen any more videos. I was wondering if you were still affiliated with them.
As of right now, I'm not.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that.
Yeah, nothing against them. They're good people and all. I just I got real busy with a lot of other stuff, and it became just something that was just too much work for me during the time that I had. So maybe in the future.
I've also noticed you've had a lot of success in the tournaments and also in some of the cash games. I was wondering, do you plan on having any? I know you did the WPT boot camp down in the Season Pass.
Yeah.
Was it Season Pass 2?
Yeah.
And,
yeah, I got another. I got 2 more coming. I'm doing one in Orlando in August and possibly one in March here in Vegas. You have to check with them. I'm doing 2 of them this year, though.
Okay, I was wondering if you were going to branch out and start your own like boot camp or possibly like a protege like Negreanu.
Well, I got possibility of I got a virtual training thing, kind of like Daniel's Poker VT. That's in the works that somebody wants that I'm involved with. That possibility that might happen, but that's not. I got a big meeting with them coming up here in the next couple of weeks, so that's on the horizon, and some other things are coming up. And I have my book coming out May 19th, which is really what I'm really focused on. That's about it.
Well, one last question is, I've been having a lot of troubles with the lower limits in the cash games. I'm thinking of switching from no limit. I mean, it seems like everybody and their brother's playing no limit. But where do you? I mean, you go for the horse games and the Omaha games to catch a lot of the no limit suckers. I mean,
Well,
I want to be a poker player. I don't want to be a no limit player.
Well, everybody,
which games should I start studying?
Here's the deal: like everybody and their mother knows how to play no limit hold'em. It doesn't really take much to play. It's really not. That's why they only used to play it once a year at the main event at the World Series. It wasn't a game that was played every day. It was, no limit hold'em is just everybody can play it. It's an easy game to play. That's what made it good once a year. Because it required especially now with the no limit tournaments every week and cash games. I mean, it's just not much to play. And making a living in poker right now is pretty hard. But in the limit games right now is where it's at because they all play limit games still pretty bad. So
Okay,
yeah, I'd learn how to
thank
play
you.
some of the horse games. So I'd work on that. You're welcome, man. Give me a call anytime. Take care.
Okay, thank you.
You got it. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the Mouthpiece.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Hey, who's this?
This is Jamie from Baltimore.
Jamie, what up, brother?
How's it going?
It's all right.
Got a quick question for you this week.
You got it.
I'm really curious about how you differentiate your betting patterns between pot limit and no limit. Like when you're coming into pots, do you find you got to be more aggressive or passive with your starting hands?
Pot limit hold'em and no limit hold'em?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question because you're asking the wrong person. I don't play any pot limit hold'em at all. I play only no limit or limit. I played maybe 25 hands of pot limit hold'em in my life. I played some pot limit Omaha, but I just I don't know. I just for some reason I just like to be able to push people around in no limit and also to trap to play just solid and limit. So I don't know. I never really got involved with playing any pot limit hold'em. I'm not gonna lie to you. So
Okay.
that way I can't really answer it.
Right. So taking that into consideration, when you play pot limit Omaha, do you find that you get into some hands with guys who shouldn't be calling and they get really
from
lucky?
what I hear in the pot limit hold'em, it's a lot like no limit hold'em. The only thing is you can get away. You don't have to. You can get away from hands without losing all your chips, and you can get in for a couple of raises. But I watch the way these lunatics play, and I watch a guy put four goes pot, and the guy who put the fourth pot in has ace 10. So, what do I know? These people are complete idiots and complete lunatics. I mean, what I witnessed in the last couple of days playing. I've been playing a lot of FTOPS tournaments. I've been going deep in every one of them. What I witnessed is just frightening to me.
Right. All right, well, that's it. I called you a couple of weeks back about my poker crew not wanting to play poker, and ever since then they've been playing like crazy.
Oh, good. Yeah, I remember you, Phil. That's good. That's good. Well, you keep yourself focused. I'm going down to L.A. to play in the LAPC this week, so
Cool.
That's where I'll be. And hopefully I'll do good down there.
All right. If I've been asking the guys to come up with questions for you, so I'll be calling you back.
Call me anytime, man. We got no
All right,
show next
later
week.
on.
We got no show the next couple of weeks though. I'll be down in LA. Maybe next week though. I might do a show from the Commerce, but we'll let you know.
I keep you on my MySpace. That's how I keep track of your shows.
All right, sounds good. Take care, bud.
All right.
Later. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Big fan.
Big fan. Good.
First off, I just want to say it was an honor to play with you at the World Series this year.
Oh, beautiful.
Too bad I can't play with you all that much, but I just want to say it was an honor to play with you.
Thank you.
You're one of my favorite players,
Thanks.
and you speak the truth like no one else.
Well, yeah, of course I do. I'm not out there saying like all these other people that think that poker's all skill and they're all so great and they're superstars and everything. You know, you gotta play great.
Is there anyone else in your mind that speaks the truth like you? Like who else like?
Oh wow.
Like you respect.
Who else speaks the truth? Well, let's see. Oh, that's a tough question. I mean, Phil's in his own fantasy world.
Mike?
All the big nosebleed players that play on Full Tilt are in a fantasy world.
Hello?
Yeah. You hear me? Hello?
No.
You don't hear me?
I didn't hear you. No.
Okay. No, I said Phil Hellmuth is in a fantasy world. All those people that play the nosebleed games at Full Tilt are all in their own fantasy world.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. People that are real.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So you playing any tournaments coming up? You gonna play the LA?
Yeah, I'm going down to LA. I'm going on to LA tonight. I'm gonna go down there for a couple weeks. And
you're gonna play the horse in the main event?
Horse in the main event and the celebrity tournament. So I'm gonna head down there and have some fun and hopefully make some money. And that's about it. Yeah, that's a good question though. How many people in this poker world are actually real that tell it like it is? There's not many. I mean, everybody else lives in their own little fantasy world of that's really, 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 really sick.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I like you so much.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I listen to the show every week. It's just like,
well,
you know, saying your thoughts are like,
well, it's because
100% accurate. I mean, I can't.
Because no matter what, because it doesn't make it doesn't make a difference who you are in the world. If you don't, you can be the greatest poker player in life and never win if you don't catch cards. And all these motherfuckers think they're so great, they ain't nothing. Because when the cards go against them, they lose every hand they enter for 6 months. They'll be broken on the rail. So the most important thing you need to do is you have to play good. This is this is how you become a great poker player. You don't even have to have great talent. You could have average like a C quality talent. Great money management, great game selection, know when to get up when the game's not good, know when to stay when the game's good, know when to get up when you're playing well, when you're not playing well, and know when to stay when you're playing well. And that's all you need to do to become a great poker player and have the cards break 50-50. That's how you win in poker. If you can have the talent level. I mean, a Patrick Antonius or Phil Ivey or whatever, and you can never get up from a game when you're losing, and then you could tilt when you're losing, and you're going to be a nothing poker player. So talent means nothing if you have a tilt factor and you have no game selection or money management. I had to learn that the hard way because I used to walk around like I was the greatest, and then I realized that
you've looked like you've come down from your.
I just know that. Well, I'm not cocky at all.
You were you're still one of the greatest, but
yeah. Well, I used to be up until
ever since I started watching.
I was cocky. I was cocky through 05. You know, probably, and then
that 5-man event was tough for you, man.
Yeah.
I watched it from the beginning to the end, and I thought
it was probably the best poker tournament I ever played.
Was like the best you've ever played. I mean, just
I'll agree.
That one guy.
I'll agree. It was
games down the street.
I'll agree that was probably the best week of poker I ever played. You know, but and then I had when Russ Hamilton stole all that money from me in 06 and then I lost my heart, because every time I made a move, I got called. That took a lot of my poker game away. So it made me it humbled me a lot. But I'm working real hard on getting my heart back, and I've been doing it pretty well. And
so would you say like the 06 main event was like your breaking point for your?
Well, 06 was just the worst year of my life. I mean, I never won.
Knocked out of the main event, you didn't. Blow up like you did, like in 04.
Right.
Walked off the stage.
Well, the 04, 04. The people don't realize in 04, the blow, when I got knocked out in 04 is, and that'll all be out in my autobiography. It's coming out May 19th. Nobody knew I was going to jail in 3 months except for me. So, I was playing that tournament for my whole life, and So it was like
against Ace Queen.
Yeah, so it was like devastation to lose that. So I mean, a lot of
I was touching on that one.
a lot of the
That
blow
Queen
up,
peel off.
yeah, a lot of the blowing up you see, and a lot of that, had a lot to do with what was going through my personal life at the time. So, all that'll be out.
So also that had to do with your personal life over the poker.
Oh yeah, and there was, that's why my personal life, so which has been really good the last 2-3 years, is that's why I don't really. I've learned to not take it so personal. So.
Well, I'm glad it's all turned around for you, man. You look in great shape when I saw you. And,
yeah, I'm doing good.
was playing with you.
Well, thanks for calling, man. I appreciate it. Call me anytime. There'll be no show next week, though.
What's that?
No show next week because I'm gonna be down in LA.
Okay.
All right, man.
I wish you all the best, Mike.
Thanks so much for the call. Peace. Later.
Take care. No problem.
Well, I hope all you D-gens enjoyed the show today. All you crazy callers out there. I'll be gone for 2 weeks. Then I'll be back. 1-877-675-1306. Talk to the mouth anytime you want, whenever the you want. I don't give a Peace out. Cub Scout. Later.